to 4th SEM, that is within first 2 years. And it is also planned in a systematic manner. These credits are divided into two aspects: co-curricular and extracurricular and internship aspect. In the very first and second year, they can complete their one co-curricular and few of the extracurricular depending upon the interest of the student. And we give time for internship because all of them cannot get internship at a time. So from SEM 1 to SEM 5, they have time to complete their internship with the help of our placement committee, internship committee, and sometimes students can get internship of their own interest in the area where they are interested. As I already mentioned, the non-CGPA credits will reflect in the memorandum of marks, but it will not be considered or counted when your semester grade points and cumulative grade points are calculated. For earning these extra credits, it is important that students have to maintain 75% attendance for co-curricular courses. And please note that if you have to get your final degree, as I mentioned, the mandatory 3 credits should be earned by every student. In case you do not complete or earn these 3 credits, you will be treated as a backlog student. And note, in SEM 4, the semester grade points will not be displayed in your memorandum of marks. With regard to this co-curricular and extracurricular and internship, it is divided in this aspect. In the first year, you can earn 2 credits through value-added courses or certificate courses. I will explain clearly what these are. And in the first year itself, you can also earn your extracurricular activities 2 credits. So preferably we give time to students in the first year SEM 1 and SEM 2 to complete these aspects. When they come to the second year, the focus is shifted on another co-curricular course through Swayam Neptel platform, so that online learning is inculcated in the students, and here they can earn 1 credit by completing one online 4-week course that will be guided by the department as well as the Swayam committee members. Then, as I already mentioned to you, by the time they come to the 5th SEM, that is end of 5th SEM, all those who are interested can maximum complete internship and earn extra 4 credits. It is very important, and the placement team and internship team will be guiding them to earn these extra credits. Now, as I mentioned, the first thing is by the end of SEM 2, they can complete their value-added or certificate course under the co-curricular courses and earn 2 credits. For this, a nominal fees is charged by the college, which you have already paid in your fees itself. You do not have to pay any extra amount. But see that your ward stays back, attends these courses and adds additional value to his CV or resume. But in the semester 3 under co-curricular, the Swayam or Neptel is a nominal fees. You need not pay to the college. This is to be paid directly to the Swayam or Neptel platform. And students will be registering through their official college mail ID. College has a local chapter number, and they will be getting the results directly to their official mail itself. These value-added or certificate courses are under two aspects. Those courses which are provided by various departments are called as departmental value-added courses. Last year we had 25 value-added courses which we have offered. I will show you the entire list of these courses. And maximum they have to complete it by SEM 2 so that students does not feel the burden of the regular program structure courses as well as these additional non-CGPA courses. But if any one of the student is not interested in academic related, then they can go in for skill enhancement courses. These are called as certificate courses. Last year we offered 12. Basketball, photography, dance, all these courses are available where depending on the interest of the student, they can select, complete it and they can earn these 2 credits. So choice is given to the students. As I mentioned, these were the 25 departmental value added courses that was offered to our 25 batch. And these are the 12 skill-oriented certificate courses in collaboration with various partners where the college has conducted, and some of them are our own alumnus who have parted as they are now successful. They have collaborated so that various skills can be developed by the students. Now when it comes to Swayam, as I mentioned, from our 26 batch onwards, a student can earn 1 credit by completing a 4-week course online. And our local chapter number of St. Joseph Degree and PG College is 2898. And as I mentioned, this amount of 1200 you have to directly pay online to the Swayam Neptal platform. And extracurricular activities are a wide range because there also your students can earn 2 credits. First one we have is FAMS, that is Fine Arts, Music and Sports. Under this we have 4 committees which are guiding our students: Literary Committee, Choir Committee, Sports and Cultural Committee. Then we have the second set, that is Joseph's Outreach Cell, wherein we have Joseph Social Responsibility JSR, Youth Red Cross Wing, National Service Scheme, Joseph Green Group Cell, Women Empowerment Cell. Under the third aspect we have Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, that is Institutional Innovation Council, Techno Innovation and Incubation Center. We have Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Under the fourth aspect, we have different academic clubs which are there in various 9 departments as it was mentioned in your campus culture. So it is the interest choice of the student. From any aspect he can select according to his interest and things that can be highlighted in his resume. So whatever activity these cells or clubs are conducting, they can participate. Whereas the last one from the Ministry of Telangana, we do have these 2 cells wherein the student can participate in these activities. Most important is the evaluation for granting that extra 2 credits to a student. All extracurricular activity participation will be evaluated for 100 marks. Here it is important to know the student can participate in the in-house activities. If they are participating in the in-house, they have to participate minimum 4 activities. So it is 4 into 25 marks each, 100 marks a student will score. But if the student is interested in all these activities to represent the college outside, they can participate in outside activities also. But outside activity has more weightage, so they have to participate only for 2. But kindly note, when they participate for 2 activities outside, they have to be a winner by getting a certificate from them, or at least a participation certificate from that organization. If they bring a participation certificate or a winner certificate, we are sure that they have really learned some aspects in their participation outside. And for these, we have a formal report format wherein that has to be filled in by the students to understand their learning outcomes. And this will have a geotag photograph and all the things that are needed step by step. So this format will be circulated by that concerned convener, and the student has to submit it to the convener. Convener will evaluate and give the marks. As I mentioned, in-house, 4 activities into 25 marks each. If it is outside, it is 2 into 50 marks, where a student can score the marks, and accordingly the grade will be provided in the memorandum of marks. When it comes to the internship, we need to pay attention with regard to duration. It should be somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks, that is 30 to 45 days of internship. Most important in documentation is the offer letter and the completion certificate from the organization. So if you do not submit these, your internship will not be considered. Then the deadline for your getting 4 credits is by the end of Sem 5. By the end of Sem 5, if you do not complete your internship, you do not become eligible for that extra 4 credits. Then when it comes to evaluation, just like your academics, your non-CGP also is divided into 40 marks internal and 60 is the internal, that is external evaluation by the industry people for internship. This is how the 40 and 60 is divided. From the industry point of view, punctuality, attendance, what is the learning orientation, what are the job performance or the skills acquired by the students, and the work ethics. So you can get the 60 marks. The internal evaluation by the faculty and the in-house will be done based on their internship report, the Viva voice, and the presentation of the student. They can earn that additional 40 marks. The grade point which will be given in the memorandum is according to your academic grading itself. So same thing will be available in their handbook as well as in our college website, and our controller also will be explaining this concept. Thank you very much. I hope the parents as well as the students cooperate and the students are able to earn these additional credits which will be reflected in their memorandum and will be highlighted in their individual resumes and CVs. Thank you, Vanu.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights into the non-CGPA courses. Your explanation highlighted their significance beyond the academic curriculum. Moving on, our next performance is a lively dance presentation set to popular Tamil and Telugu songs, showcasing the energy, creativity, and cultural richness of South India. Let us now welcome our talented students to the stage with a warm round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you, students, for that wonderful performance. Your enthusiasm beautifully celebrated the spirit of South Indian music and culture. Moving on, I would like to now invite Aparna ma'am to please read the profile of Professor R. Anita, our Controller of Examinations.
Good morning. I'm here to introduce you to our Controller of Examinations, Professor R. Anita. Professor R. Anita, Professor in Department of Business Management and Controller of Examinations at St. Joseph's Degree and PG College, Hyderabad, bringing with her over 22 years of teaching experience and 4 years in industry. A distinguished academic leader, she has previously served as head of the department, IQAC coordinator, dean of academics, and director of PG admissions. Holding a PhD in human resource management from Usmania University, Professor Anita has led a major research project funded by the Indian Council of Social Science Research, New Delhi, with a grant of 5,32,000 rupees. Her dedication and leadership have been recognized with multiple accolades. Best Faculty Award in HRM, Ambitions Award for Education Excellence 2020, Luminary Award in Leadership from IJAIR Philippines in 2021, Golden Member Award IoT Academy 2025 for her NAC-focused YouTube talks, and Silver Laurel Award for outstanding contributions in education and research from Institute of Industry and Academic Research Incorporated, Philippines in July 2025. She received Second Best Paper Award for her work on examination reforms. With 60 papers presented at seminars and 65 publications in reputed journals and book chapters, she has also co-authored 7 books and serves as a reviewer and editorial board member for international journals. She actively contributes to faculty development and student training initiatives across diverse platforms. Thank you.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning, dear parents. Good morning, fathers, faculty members, and my dear students. So I'm here. I'm Professor R. Anita. I'm here, Controller of Examination, to explain to you all about the examination system. So before I start explaining to you about the system that we have in St. Joseph Degree and PG College, I would like to play the video which speaks totally about the system, and then I'll be telling you what exactly we do, because you'll be able to relate to the video when I'm explaining to you. Yes, sir, you can play the video. Music.
Now let us see. So welcome dear parents to the St. Joseph College, where I'll be explaining to you about how the academic journey begins and then how it ends with the examinations. So like the college works with the vision, our examination department also works with the vision. See, whatever we do, yes, we do it in a fair manner and very transparent. And to see that whatever evaluation system that we emulate, like how Dean Academics has explained to you, like how we have incorporated the non-CGPA, which will help in the holistic development of the students. We try to go for a student-centric evaluation system that tries to promote to the academic excellence and ethical standards. As our principal explained to you all about the various programs that we have in our college, we have 22 programs where UG programs are 20 and PG programs are 2. We have 3-year UG programs and 1 4-year program, which is BSc Data Science. And these were the 3 new programs which we introduced. So the examination branch caters to 3,000 plus students, both UG and then PG put together. We have an organization structure where the chief controller of examination is our principal, with me as a controller of examination, and we have 2 additional controllers and then 2 section in charges and then 2 computer operators. So as principal was mentioning to you about attendance, yes, this is very, very important for examinations. If you want to attend the examination, minimum 75% of attendance is mandatory. And then I'll be showing to you how this internal assessment works in our college, and then we have end semester exam and how a student gets promoted after the examination is done, and then how the degree is completed. So all who have entered this college after the admission, after the requirements that they have fulfilled, and they are the students of St. Joseph College, now they have to attend the college and then they have to have the prescribed percentage of attendance, that is minimum 75% of attendance. So before the start of the college, we are orienting you regarding the examination system. So with this orientation system, as you attend the college, we have internals. Yes, after 30 to 40 days, we have the internals, that is in the first week of August, which will carry 30 marks. And then we have second internal, and then we have the SBTs and then external exam which will be conducted. And then after the internal exam, we have the end semester exam. And this end semester exam, for that, with the requirement of 75% attendance, and then you have to submit the examination form. And then once you submit the examination form, you can download the hall ticket from the software, that is the Prajna software, where you have enrolled yourself, your application form there. You'll be downloading the form. So I'll be explaining to you in detail how to go about doing it. And then we have the end semester and the results are declared. And then if you are not satisfied with the results, we have a facility called as revaluation system for the UG, and then for PG we have a recounting. And then if you pass in that, then you can apply for your degree convocation. So this is how the entry to exit the examination system works. So we have internal assessment. Our marks are divided into 40:60 ratio. 40 is internals and 60 is the external. And then, as we know that every examination is a chance to reflect, improve and rise. So it tells you where we stand. So the first internal has first unit and second unit, where it carries 30 marks. Your second internal has third, fourth and fifth, which carries 30 marks. It's mandatory to attend both the internals because the average is taken, that is 30 marks, and your SBTs. Every subject teacher conducts their own SBTs. Depending upon the subject, they may give an assignment, they may give a case study analysis, they may give a classroom presentation, or a mini project can be given, or a book reading will be there. Anything they can give as per the subject, that carries 10 marks. They can split into 5 and 5, it depends upon the faculty based on the subject. So total internals are 40 marks. Then pass percentage is 40. There is no mandatory pass in internal, but for external there is a mandatory pass. 40% you have to get in your external. External carries 60 marks as I told you. 40% of 60 marks is 24 marks minimum you have to get. If you do not get in external minimum 24 and total marks if you do not get 40, then you will not pass in that. When you do not pass, SGPA will not be displayed, right? So it is mandatory. So if it is 100 marks papers, 40 you have to get, and if it is 50 marks paper, you have to get 20. So students and for parents also, we have to see that the student at least secures 16 marks out of 40. Why? Because if they do not, some of the students, at least 10% of students, they do not write for what reason, the internals. They think they can score marks in external. 40 out of 60 getting, it's very difficult if they do not attend classes. I know there are some students who could not complete their degree because they got 0 in internal. And getting 0 in internal and then getting 40 out of 60 after writing so many backlogs is very difficult. So students and their parents, please encourage that the students write their internal. It's going to benefit them at least to secure 16 marks out of 40 minimum, so that they can at least pass, right? So assessment should not be the end of learning, but the beginning of deeper understanding. One need to know where they stand and see that how they can improve themselves. So as ma'am already explained to you about non-CGPA, only I want to reinforce that certificate courses are mandatory. And then because if you do not pass certificate courses, then your SGPA will not be displayed, it will be like a backlog. And 1 week, that is 4 weeks, your MOOCs is very important. You have to get online certification done through Swayam, so that is also mandatory. And you have in your memos, in the 4th semester, all these non-CGPA will be reflected. And then in your 6th semester, the internship will be reflected. So if you do not pass in certificate courses or MOOCs, then you are treated as a backlog student. So please focus. There are some few students who do not complete that. They complete their main subjects, but they do not complete, and it will be like a backlog for them. Yes, these instructions are not only for students, for parents also. Please send your students on time. Let them be seated in their classroom or the examination hall 15 minutes prior to the exam commencement. Last minute, please do not come. Try to plan yourself the time so that the traffic problems can be avoided, and unnecessarily you'll be missing your internals or your external because coming late to the college. We reinforce these instructions again and again before the internal also. Every internal we reinforce and external we reinforce. So kindly see that you're seated. And malpractices. Yes, if you are caught in malpractice, if a chit is being got or you copy from others, once you are caught, not only that paper, all the papers will be cancelled. I am repeating, there are some students, yes, in spite of reminders, yes, if they get a chit, if they do not copy also getting a chit, it is treated as malpractice. So please avoid these malpractices, because all your papers will be cancelled. Those what we have written, what you are supposed to write will not allow, and what you have written on that day also will not be evaluated. So please be careful, and remember, there are some parents who come, my son was not well, he was being hospitalized, can you reconduct the exam? No exam will be reconducted. Yes, we strictly follow this. Yes, if you are not well, okay, you can write the second internal. Yes, but the exam will not be reconducted, nor the internals, nor the external exam. Backlogs exams are conducted only in the even semesters, not in the odd semesters. So students keep coming and asking with parents whether it is conducted in October, November or April or May. Only in April and May the backlog exams are conducted. Yes, as you have seen in the video, yes, we have a system, the way we conduct an exam. Then the chief superintendent whom we appoint, they support the examination branch for the smooth conduct of the exam, the squads, the committee, the invigilators, and we have a result review committee. After the results are done, we review it before we announce it to Usmania University, because they are the people who are going to approve our results. And then we have a redressal committee too, where they treat the malpractices cases. Yeah, regarding the notices, right, not only the class in charges are going to post, nor the controller is going to post in the community, but also immediately it is uploaded in website. All the notices, all the timetables are uploaded in the website. It is a duty of the students and the parents to see the website for the details. Updated information will be there. So you can go to our college website www.josephscollege.ac.in. Once you click that under examination, you can find exam notices and timetables. Just click that, you'll have all the details, latest things will be there. Whatever is being announced will be there in the website. So it's your responsibility to see the website and then apply accordingly. Now to download the application form, most of the students as well as the parents do not know what is this roll number. When a student or a parent comes to the examination branch, I'll first ask what is your roll number. They tell the last digits. No, I ask the full roll number. Because the roll number tells which year student you are, which program you are, it tells that. So 1214 is the college code, the St. Joseph College code with the Usmania University has given. Then 25 is the year of joining. If you have joined this year, it is 26. Your roll number will be 26. And then that will be the program, whether it is BCom, IT or BBA IT or BBA BA or BSc. 408 is the program code. A unique program code is given for every program. And the last 3 digits are the roll number. That is 1 is a roll number. This is how, when you spell out your roll number also, you need to spell out this way so that is very clear that which year you joined and which year you are supposed to end. So we have a Prajna app, everything application and hall ticket you can download from Prajna app. If you go to the website, you have a login. There you have a student login. And then in the student login, yes, you can old login. If you click that, we wanted to try, maybe this year we'll try to go for a password. So old login, if you click, then a student login will come. You can enter the student hall ticket. Now even parents also can see. Once you have the roll number of your child, you can enter the roll number, full roll number, 1214 and then 25 and then yes, the program code and the roll number. You can view the child's examination application, hall ticket, cumulative grade report will be displayed whenever there is a backlog exam. And then attendance also can be viewed, marks also you can view, internal marks also, they can see internal 1, internal 2, SBT. The parents also can view. And we have a LMS where the material is uploaded. So this software where you have entered your application, when you're taking admission, that same software you can view all these things. So you have the attendance, you can view. And you have the marks where you can view the internal 1, internal 2, SPT. It is visible for the parents as well as the students. This application form which they can download it. Hall ticket, the same place you can download the hall ticket. This is the hall ticket. And then cumulative grade report, whenever we have backlog exam, you can see on all the semesters what you got the grades, you can view. Promotion rule, yes, this is very important. The Usmania University has relaxed this year. Earlier, 50% of the papers you have to pass. Now they want to benefit more the students so that they get promoted to the next year. Now 25% of the credits, if you get, suppose 50 credits semester 1 and semester 2 put together, at least 25% of that 50 credits you have to get promoted to the next year. This is one. That is when you are moving from odd semester to even semester, minimum 75% of attendance is mandatory and you have to apply for exam. I repeat again, minimum 75% and you have to apply for the exam. If you are not applying for exam for whatever reason, whether it's a fee or whether you are not well or you do not have attendance, you are detained. It means you have to repeat the semester. You will be losing 1 year. So this you have to make a note. You will not be promoted to the next event. From odd to even you will not be promoted. The same. So not only minimum attendance and as well as the you have to see that you come to the college and apply for the exam, but also you have to pass 25% of the credits, minimum credits you have to get in order to get promoted to the next semester. That is even to next odd. That is second to third, fourth to fifth. So this is very, very important. Right. Now suppose you are not promoted, which I told you, if you do not apply and then if you are not getting 25%, you are detained. Right. Now if you are detained, you have to come and join next year. Now what is this rejoining? Now you come and rejoin with the next batch of students. I repeat, you will be rejoining with the next batch of students. It can be advantage, it can be disadvantage too, because the next batch of students, some of the papers, if you did not study and then now you are mapped with them, they will become backlogs again to you. You have to write those backlog exam even though you have not studied, because you are mapped with the next batch and they have come up with a new subject. A new batch, next batch will be having different papers also. They all will be backlogs to you. Only those papers that we have written will be taken and those new papers will be a backlog again to you. So that's the reason better complete within 3 years. Don't have any backlog. So the grade decided you will not be able to pass when you rejoin again. So very, very difficult. So you have a rejoining form where you have to come to write a letter to principal and then it will be forwarded by the control of examination and then you can rejoin. So that is the process. In detail will be explained when you come to that situation. Revaluation, yes, some of the students, they tell their parents that okay, I have written so well, but I have failed. The college, did not give marks or the examiner did not give marks. There are some students who get 0 marks and they apply for evaluation because they are fooling their parents by telling that they have written well. Few of them, right? And then very few people are genuine students who are applying for evaluation, yes. Because people who apply for evaluation, only 10 to 12% there is a rise in marks. Then how? Now, the first examiner already corrected, now the paper will be sent for 2 examiners. The average of the 2 will be taken. If there is increase of more than 10% only, that is if it is 60 marks paper, if they get more than 6 marks, only the new marks will be taken. Otherwise, the old marks only will be retained. So when they apply for evaluation, there is no guarantee that they are going to pass. So remember that. Instant exam, yeah, it is there for the students who pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and they have failed in 1 or more papers in semester 6. If they fail only, provided they pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then only in instant exam they are eligible. Some of the students come and tell, ma'am, I cleared all semester 6, but in second semester 1 paper is left, ma'am. We can't help. They have to wait for another 1 year to complete that paper. So, because backlog exams are conducted only in the event semester, so they'll be waiting for one. Generally, any degree can be completed maximum within 5 years. So the next year they'll come and another year. Suppose after this 5 years also the students are having a backlog. There are few students who have backlog. They want to complete the degree. We have one-time chance exam which may be conducted after 3-4 years. After that 5-year term is over, maybe after 3 or 4 years, a one-time chance will be conducted. If they pass, they are lucky, they'll complete their degree. As ma'am already showed, this is a grading table that we follow for UG. PG has a different grading table. UG, this is where 90 minimum if they get a O grade. So this is what the grading system is there in St. Joseph for UG. We follow as per Usmania University norms. This is whatever Usmania University prescribes, the same thing we follow. So people, how to calculate? There are some students who calculate the SGPA, telling ma'am, the SGPA is wrong, ma'am. I said, you calculate, this is the way to calculate. When we explain them, they understand, right? So as non-CGPA courses, their CGPA is not considered, their particular marks are not considered under the CGPA. They are non-CGPA only. Only the subjects which are taken, they are graded. Marks, the person does not know, only we know. Based on that grade, you will be seeing in a semester grade memo only the grade, and it is calculated. This anyhow it is there in the website too, how the calculation is there, you can go through. As ma'am said, SGPA is for a semester memo we give. Semester grade point average, it is called. CGPA is called as cumulative grade point average. Then CGPA is calculated using a formula which is there in the website. Under examination manual you can go through it, the calculation, you will be able to, the same calculation is there. I already explained to you the attendance. Yeah, this is also one-time chance I explained. This is how the memo, that is a consolidated marks memo where all the 6 semesters will be there. SGPA will be displayed. If the person fails or absent, no SGPA is displayed. Right? This is the provision. After they finish their semester 6, minimum 3 months we require to give you the provisional certificate, because this provisional certificate is countersigned by Controller of Examination of Usmania University. So all the others, semester memos and the consolidated marks memo is given by the college, whereas this particular provisional certificate is countersigned by Usmania University and given in the college, whereas the final degree will be given by Usmania University, and that if the student applies for convocation, we process from our side, otherwise he has to apply online for his degree. We talk, students will be hearing from now onwards Bloom's taxonomy levels, right? Our question papers are set as per Bloom's level in simple language for the parents to understand. We train the students so that they get higher order thinking skills. We set the paper where they should not by heart and write, but they need to understand and then interpret in their own ways, and a small situation case can also be given where they need to know how to apply the methods or techniques what they learn. In that way we train the students, so that these are the levels, those levels where we try to see that they go to a higher order thinking skills, not the lower order way they remember and understand. In that way the internal question papers, the external question papers are also set. So education is not learning the facts, but training of the mind to think. Apart from the examinations we conduct, we do the other services also, where any duplicate memo, yes, they have to approach the examination branch. They need to download the application from website, and they need to apply for duplicate or name correction. And your first year students, I'm reminding again, whatever name you entered in the admission form, the same name, parent's name and your name should be as per intermediate memo. Remember, don't change your name, it will be a problem for your degree. As well as if you want to go to higher education also, it will be a problem. Students come and then correct in the last semester. Again, they have to pay unnecessarily the money, and then they have to do that. So better now itself you will check. If any change of name is there, immediately inform the office. But once the memos are released, again there's a process where you have to come only to the examination branch and you have to pay prescribed fee and then do. So try to avoid these things. So no backlog certificate, transcripts, medium of instruction, post completion, CGPA to percentage and online verification, these services also we cater to. They can download the application from the website. We have in the main page, downloads is there. Click that. You have various application forms. Whichever application form you want, you download. You fill the details, you take principal signature and then submit in the examination branch. And then minimum 2 days time we require, transcripts we require minimum 5 days time. So time is, you have to wait for them, you cannot tell us immediately to give. So we require time for processing. So this is the final. So this was the last year where IFA student got the highest marks. So this is how we go to the graduation day. Yeah, for parents, what parents can do? Please monitor the attendance and the academic performance. We have parent-teacher meet. Motivate the students. SBTs are important. 10 marks the students can easily score when they try to do the assignments. So please motivate them. Encourage the students to check the college portal for the notices and then for timetable. Everything is there. Discipline, student habits and time management is very important. They need to come to the examination hall on time. That is what you all have to train them. Honest work, no malpractices. See that they ethically write their exams. And then stay connected. We have mentors. We have for every 20 to 25 students we have mentors. So please consult the mentors, class in charges. So whenever you have any issue or a problem, please approach us. Seek guidance for any challenges that the student is facing. We are always there to help you all. And then help students to manage the stress effectively. There are some students who get stressed up. See that if they have any problem, we have counselors also in our college. They will help the child. So parent involvement is one of the strongest predictors of student success. So without the partnership with parents, yes, and the institution, we cannot do anything. So we need to help the students to grow, yes. So that is what, as I said, attendance is a seed, learning is a tree, and achievement is a fruit. So this is what we have to have. So parents, we expect you to inspire, support this child, guide them, because together parents, students, and the institution, we can build a strong foundation for success. So students, dear students, have a great life in St. Joseph. You have ample opportunities to grow. Please make use of the opportunities. Dear parents, any time, any issue, any problem that you have, you can approach the examination branch related to the examination thing. We are always open for that. Thank you all.
Dear parents and students, as the Chief Controller of Examination and the Principal, I have just few thoughts to you. All through 12th standard, your children wrote many exams. Only the final exam, which they wrote in March, decided their future. Unlike those exams, as we heard, every exam they write is very, very important. Ma'am explained about Bloom's taxonomy. No? Therefore, I appeal to you, please inform your children. Every exam, especially both the internals, is very, very important. When we went for result analysis, we came to a conclusion, only those children who did not write both the internals were failures. Students, the examination system you had for the past 12 is different from the examination system you will be having for the next 3 years. So kindly take care of that. Another appeal to the parents is this. Our observation, some of the students sleep in the examination. I want to tell you the principal at the beginning, sir. They come 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they start sleeping. Afterwards, what happened? They fail the examination, as ma'am said. They come and tell us, they come and tell you, I wrote very well, college did not give exam result. I was the principal for the past almost 16 years. My experience is this. When a child does well and gets good marks, the child will say, I did it. Okay? When the child fails, the blame is always on the faculty. So kindly keep this in mind. I just want to inform you as the Chief Controller of Examination. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, ma'am, for the clear and comprehensive briefing on the examination system. Your insights have certainly helped us understand the process better. Let's continue on with the final cultural performance as we near the conclusion of our event. We have a final performance that promises to leave us on a high note. Our BBA students are all set to take the stage with a dynamic and entertaining performance that reflects their enthusiasm, creativity, and team spirit. Please welcome our talented BBA students with a round of applause.
కింద కూసున్న
Thank you, students, for your wonderful performance. As we come to the close of this memorable gathering, it is time to express our sincere gratitude to all those whose presence, support and contributions have made this occasion truly special. To deliver the formal vote of thanks, I now invite Dr. Sri Lakshmi to come forward and address the gathering.
Good afternoon to one and all. I, Dr. R. Sri Lakshmi, IQAC Coordinator, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the formal word of thanks on this memorable occasion of Samanvaya 2026 Parent College Interface organized for our dear first-year undergraduate students as part of Deeksharambh, the student induction program. At the outset, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to God Almighty for His abundant blessings and guidance in making this event a grand success. I extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Reverend Father Praveen Henry D'Souza, for his inspiring and thought-provoking address on the significance of values in shaping responsible individuals and successful professionals. Father's insightful words have certainly left a lasting impression on our students and parents alike. I express my heartfelt appreciation to all our parents for taking time to be with us today at the beginning of a new chapter in your child's life. Your presence reflects your commitment towards the holistic growth and development of your children, and we look forward to partnering with you in their educational journey. I think we can have a round of applause for all our dear parents. I place on record our profound gratitude to our management, Monsignor Father Balashauri, Vice Chairman, Hyderabad Archdiocese Educational Society, Correspondent and Director of our college, for his unwavering support, encouragement that continue to guide us in all our endeavors. Thank you, Father. I extend my sincere thanks to Father Anthony Sagairaja, our beloved principal, for his visionary leadership and comprehensive presentation on the campus culture, academic environment, and institutional values, as well as for his constant guidance in organizing Samanvaya successfully. Thank you, Father. My special thanks to our dynamic Vice Principal, Father Praneeth, for clearly explaining the scholarship procedures, fee payment processes, and for providing the necessary logistical support that ensured the smooth conduct of this program. Thank you, Father. I express my deep appreciation to Mrs. Mary Vinay Sheila, Dean Academics, for her meticulous planning and coordination in organizing the Parent College Interface. I also thank her for her detailed and informative presentation on the non-CGPA guidelines. Thank you, ma'am. I sincerely thank Professor R. Anita, Controller of Examinations, for her lucid presentation on the examination rules and regulations, which has provided much needed clarity to both students and parents. Thank you, ma'am. My gratitude extends to the IQAC team and Dr. Smriti Nagaria for preparing the informative college presentation that effectively showcased the vision, achievements, and opportunities provided by our institution. I think we can hear it for the IQAC. I thank Mrs. Lasya, Head Department of Mass Communication, and her entire team for the college video and taking care of all the presentations. I would like to thank Ms. Shiny Solomon and our college choir Anna Domini, leading us to invoke God's blessings, making a right note for the beginning of the day. Dr. Asha Rachel and the Cultural Committee for the vibrant cultural performances that added color and enthusiasm to today's program and beautifully reflected the talent of our students. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my sincere appreciation to academic advisor, deans, all heads of the department, additional HODs and faculty members for their dedicated efforts and teamwork in making this event meaningful and successful. A special word of appreciation to our enthusiastic Masters of Ceremony, Dr. Asha Rachel and Ms. Shreya Sunny Mergu for conducting the program with grace, confidence and professionalism, thereby setting the perfect tone for the day. Both of you have done a commendable job. I also acknowledge the excellent coordination and commitment displayed by our dear student volunteers who truly exemplified the spirit of Josephites through their discipline, hospitality and service. Can we hear it for our students? My heartfelt thanks go to all our non-teaching and support staff whose tireless efforts behind the scenes ensured the seamless execution of today's program. Finally, I thank each and everyone present here for your participation, cooperation and contribution in making Samanvaya 2026 Parent-College Interface a memorable and meaningful experience. Let us continue to work together, parents, students, faculty and management, in nurturing young minds and shaping responsible citizens for the future. Thank you all once again and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sri Lakshmi, for bringing today's program to a fitting conclusion. As we approach the conclusion of today's program, I request everyone to kindly rise in respect and unity for the national anthem, and I welcome Anna Domini to lead us.
Thank you, Anna Domini. With this, we come to the close of the Student-Parent Interface Day. We sincerely thank our chief guests, dignitaries, faculty members, staff, and dear students for your gracious presence, active participation, and valuable support. Before concluding, I would like to say two things. Students who have not signed the attendance sheet, please sign it and leave, which will be available outside the auditorium. And even the snacks are being arranged. I request the parents and students also to move to our college campus and please have the snacks and leave. Thank you once again for the wonderful participation.